What is up, guys? Again, NotTheWorst here, bringing another Black Desert online video, and today we're taking a look at the patch notes for November 1st. We do have some new events and things going on. We're very life skill heavy. Alchemy's looking in a lot better shape so far with what we've got, so some good changes going on there. One thing I do want to mention, because a lot of people are getting a little confused with the Global Lab PvE buffs that are happening. Just to note, number one, those are not going to be finished until this Friday for just the damage buffs that are getting applied. There'll be a second wave where there's more than just damage changes applied to what classes in that portion. We don't know. There's a few only a handful of classes being excluded from the damage buffs, so they're not all out yet. And number two, as was stated, these will start getting released sequentially on KR servers starting November 8th. So if you're looking for those, they're not here yet. They're not going to be here yet. Something else, if you didn't catch the video I did last Friday after the second round of these damage buffs was applied, I did make a video on the Global Lab buffs, and then I have a spreadsheet for that as well. I'll link that video and this spreadsheet if you want to check it out for it. The video kind of goes over what you're looking at, although this in the last week, obviously, this spreadsheet's continued to go, through different iterations, as I kind of develop it more. But you can see the chart. This goes by like average damage increased of it, the number of skills that class got buffed, and then percent of damage increase average, the total across the board. They're listed too, if that's of interest to you. Something I mentioned in the video to keep in mind with this isn't going to just tell you, oh, Sucklon's at the top of the list, it's getting the most out of PvE buffs. Although I do think that may be the case with Sucklon. There's the other thing about like relevant PvE skills that's going to matter. There's going to be cases where you have classes that don't use a lot of PvE skills. Maybe they're getting buffed. And then you'll have some scenarios where maybe the skills getting buffed actually warrant it being used in PvE moving forward. But we don't really know till things shake out. And we're truly going to know who stacks up where until we see how classes perform. If everybody gets buffed, nobody gets buffed, right? There'll be winners and losers, but this is just kind of give you an idea of what's getting changed and how much of it versus what it's doing before, more so than trying to stack up. This is going to be the best class after the PvE buffs, and this will be the worst. We really don't know, so don't try to take that away from it. Anyways, moving along from that, let's jump on over to the events and take a look at what we got going on. Just a couple of new ones, but they're pretty cool. First up, we have a hot time special going on alongside with the Asia Championship that happened. So 50% item drop rate, 500% XP, 200% skill XP, as well as some special login rewards to go with that. Namely, you're just going to be getting Cron Stones at the end of the week and Value Pack, Blessing, and Book of Old Moon, which is pretty cool. We've got two life skilling ones going on, Path of the Life Enthusiast and a Whimsical Shy that appears. So this one, you've got a hot time for life skilling, 50% added there. It does exclude trading. And while you're gathering, you're going to get these shining hoe seals. I know I like my hoes to shine, so pretty happy about that. Some extra items that can be exchanged once per family get you like some Cron Stones, Manos items, or exchangeable at all times, contribution and gathering XP as well. So just a little bit of a bonus. And then, of course, you're going to get a challenge to go along with this. Estella's Toolbox is available for you, so you can pick that up. It does expire, so you can't leave it in there indefinitely. The mini game, you have a chance to get to obtain X10 items is going to be doubled for it. So if you haven't seen this already, it's the green thumb gathering. They have it for each type for it. So you have double the chance for that to appear and hopefully double up your mats. I wonder how that'll impact the market, but I guess we'll see. The last one is the Whimsical Shy that appears while gathering. The Shy is going to pop up and hook you up with a buff if you want to grab that. So it's available. That's it. So that's it for the events for this week. Let's move into what's going on here in the content updates. Very life skill heavy, so let's check that out. First up, we have Alchemy Life Skill Update, and today's update brought an increase to the supply of core materials used for alchemy activities, such as trace, sap, powder, etc. One only needs to look at the data of just how many trace, sap, fruits, and other related materials are produced and consumed in the world of Black Desert to realize their importance. There are many materials accumulating daily in the world of Black Desert, and yet none of them are all being sold in the central marketplace. Materials that have no current use are wasting away in adventurous storage. And then secondly, materials with rather low silver on the marketplace are wasting away in adventurous storage as well. To resolve these cases and to encourage central market sales for those materials, a base price hike may be required, but if we were to increase the prices of such materials used for life skills, this would also influence the price of products produced with those materials. So we felt the best way to increase the supply, and especially the amount gathered, and by adding new sources. We'll continue to monitor the situation and make adjustments where necessary to steady the supply, as one of the related goals of this update is to also stabilize the pricing of elixir items. Furthermore, once a certain level of stabilization has been achieved, we plan to make adjustments to Imperial delivery where applicable. We ask that you continue to feed us your feedback, as we know there. So trace items, one of the core materials for alchemy life activities are trace items. We've increases the sources and amounts gathered. So you're going to get trace items from defeating monsters. It's increased and been added to some zones where it wasn't previously. The production nodes for it was also buffed. And then supply from hunting, alchemy, gathering, and manufacturing nodes have been increased as well. So you can see which ones are getting what there, added in some cases and buffed in other cases. There's an increased amount of trace items attainable from completing bonus quests that are available. We've got gathering trade goods deleted and trace items from gathering added. So those annoying like soul things or pads from a foot of a wolf or whatever that weigh 10 bajillion pounds when you're gathering that aren't even worth taking to the trade vendor and haven't been for like 4 years are gone, which is great. Sap items is one of the base resources you encounter when first dabbling in alchemy activities, so we decided to increase its supply as well. This change will most definitely increase the amount obtainable from production nodes as well as the actual base amount initially gathered. For additional fun, we made Afuaro also try his hand in life skilling. You'll be able to randomly encounter him collecting sap in the field as well. Now when you'll need to make materials for mass processing recipes, we hope that you won't remain scrounging through central market orders, but try your hand in new and diverse ways to acquire more sap by your own means. Then we have fruit items. Fruit stands as a pivotal ingredient, chiefly sourced from farming and gathering. If you have a penchant for farming, the increased yield allows you to amass more fruits. Those looking to secure an abundant supply of fruits can do so by utilizing mysterious seeds. Additionally, when using a hoe for gathering, you can collect a diverse array of fruits, making it easier to obtain this crucial ingredient for your alchemical pursuits. Got alchemy byproduct out to powder item exchange. Among the basic materials, powder items are readily available in substantial quantities through production nodes. To address specific alchemical needs or unforeseen situations, a new exchange system has been introduced, allowing you to temporarily acquire powder items using mysterious catalysts. Got unintended byproducts during alchemy. The inclusion of probability-based system in alchemy, resulting in the acquisition of various items during synthesis, was initiated to enhance alchemy's characteristic of producing a diverse range of items. Nevertheless, the current demand for significant inventory and storage space to engage in alchemy has introduced an additional hurdle. And to mitigate this, less versatile items like wheat flour and deep frying oil have been streamlined. More valuable items with greater utility have been introduced for acquisition, trying to get more people into it. Unknown seed, we broadened the sources for obtaining one of the rarest materials in alchemy, the truffle mushroom. Previously, it could only be found through gathering in specific locations or monster zones. Now you have the option to grow truffle mushroom hypha to obtain mushrooms. However, considering the rarity of this material, preserving its scarcity is crucial. Thus, we've designed the truffle mushroom hypha to prevent plant breeding, allowing only harvesting. Given its low probability of acquisition during alchemy, we anticipate that avid alchemists will naturally come across and utilize it. Pretty cool, actually. Register alchemy materials to central market. We've introduced a change that allows you to lift specific alchemical materials like the thick Turo blood, Turo heart, abyssal essence, and remnants of burnt spirits onto central marketplace, hopefully allowing greater access to them. We also have blue whale oil and coral crystal available from just typical monster, sea monster hunting that was introduced there. We then have a note on prices for certain items. Don't need to read the note on it. We've got a nice little chart that explains it here, but they've essentially increased a lot of the elixir and perfume prices so that hopefully there'll be more listed on it. We'll see if they still cap out and stuff, but I know sitting there and waiting, I can say Perfume of Courage, which I use at Tungrad Ruins. I ran out at some point last week, luckily filled some orders and got some more in there, but price on that has been increased as well as tons of other elixirs too. So hopefully they do go on there. I can't say I'm super wild about 90 mil an hour to run the Perfume of Courage, but it's Tungrad Ruins and I need it, so we do what we got to do, right? Chat groups were reset, which is kind of whatever. They did add Masterpiece Treasure Furniture for the upgraded telescope and the Krugdalo Sanctuary, so you now have got a nice little thing you can throw into your manor there to stare at if you've completed those. Here's what they look like. That's pretty cool, nice and shiny. That's way cooler, super shiny. We've got some monster zone updates here. They increase the density of monster packs spawning, not spawning. They might be spooning. They like each other a lot. At these particular places, Bashams, Nagas, Crescent Shrine, Sulphur Mine, and Piliku Jail. That should help out with people looking for their maps. On it a bit there. Density is definitely not a bad thing. Then they note the Monster Zone trace items that were added and adjusted as well, and then junk loot changes that were made. So Gyphon Upper and Under had Trace of Memory and Trace of Forest added into them. The trash loot changes occur for Ash Forest and Oluns, although albeit this should be more impactful for Ash Forest. The base loot trash is changing from 2 to 4 to now be 3 to 5. pretty significant there. And then the left arm of the Golan's Heart Fragment items is going from 3 to be a roll of 3 to 5. So that's still going to be a nice increase. This one is more significant because 2 to 4 going 3 to 5 is more than 3 becoming 3 to 5. So there you have it. Replace Trace of Despair with Trace of Forest at Quint Hill, or Trolls as it's affectionately called. Then we have Alter Imps having its trash loot changed. On some of the mobs, 1 to 2 is being changed 1 to 3, so a little bit higher roll on the top end there. And then on the Imp Trainers and Imp Fighters, 2 to 4 is going 2 to 5, again a bit higher roll. Improved the Essence of Olakita buff at City of the Dead to be less wonky, hopefully. So there's that. Miramok had its HP increased by 50%. I hadn't gone to one, although I should because I need the feathers, but evidently it's just been pretty out of whack and dying way too quickly. Then NPC background sound adjustments for some areas. Then, of course, we have UI updates, tweaks, and issue fixes for the old website, that sort of thing. Then we get to Crystal preset in your inventory instead of the Black Spirit. I like this. Haven't tried it out yet, but this probably should have happened when the Crystal reset or revamp rather occurred, so that it's just controlled within your inventory. Whole lot more manageable. You're not opening the Black Spirit tab and waiting for the second or two or whatever for him to load. Looks a lot cleaner overall. So yeah, that's just a very nice update to have. So with that covered, let's jump on over to the Pearl Shop and see what we got going on this week. First up, we've got Young Pomi at 1,100 pearls and his buddy Young Pori. A couple of cool cats hanging out here. You can get them in a bundle at 2,200 pearls and also get an additional 10 item drop scrolls, 5 blessed message, and 5 300% XP scrolls. Got a couple outfit packs. We've got the Penta Premium pack for 14,450 pearls. Penta, so obviously you got 5 with it. You also get 1,000 Cron Stones, 250 stacks, and a 60 stack to go with it. Then we have the 3+1, which I believe is... If that's 4 that you'll get total. It's 10,200 pearls. So you'll see there that the 3 comes with it, the bonus outfit being 4. There's where the +1 comes in. We've got a daily life pack for 200 pearls, which has 10 energy tonics, 1-day book of life, 3 perfume of swiftness, 2 life XP scrolls, and 2 book of Florence. We've got a start life and selection pack to go along with these alchemy and life skilling updates. 2,705 pearls for that. You choose your 20-day box, select your set of the functional costumes, and then you get a bonus of 3 Lora's Tea, 2 Perfume of Swiftness, 3 Verdure Draft, and 3 Grolin support scrolls as well. Ghost Fee and Life Pets bundle is 2,695 pearls. You get a Wizard Ghost Fee, select 2 from your choice of the Hedgehog, the Rowary, Polar Bear, or Pledgy Llama. Out of there, you'll get some feed and 2 Book of Florin to go with it. Courser Training Pack at 2,000 pearls. It's going to get you a total of 12 Mount Skill Change coupons and a rare Courser Training Box. We've got the Fairy Growth Pack that some people might need, still rolling those fairies. 1,000 pearls will get you 5 Thea's Orbs and 3 Leia's Petals. It's still super expensive to try and get that if you don't just win RNG. So we got 20 slot packs on a few places on sale for 300 pearls. That's going to be for Velia, Hydel, and Calpheon. Then we have 20% off the Life XP transfer coupon. There'll be 1,760 pearls. 20% off the entire costume category. And then the weekly outfit on sale this week is the Kyranos Premium set. It's 3,060 pearls. So there you have it for this week's patch notes and Pearl Shop recap. Let me know what you guys think about what's going on in the comments down below. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to like it. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you get notifications when new videos go live. And if you'd like to catch me playing live, there's a link to my Twitch page in the description down below. Jump on over there, drop a follow so you get notifications for that as well. With that said, that's going to be it for this one. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.